Hey, what's going on, everyone? Scott here. Today we're at Hangman's Alley. A lot of different things in this one. I downloaded a new mod called Thematic and Practical on the Xbox here, and it's added a lot of cool stuff. So as you can see here, the entrance looks a little bit different than it normally does. A lot of that has to do with the Scrap That Settlement mod, which is awesome. And then the Thematic and Practical adds all kinds of different stuff. New guard posts and shops and different things like that. So, as you can see here, kind of left it the same, but I've taken part of it out, and that's one of the new guard posts from Thematic and Practical. It's really pretty cool. I really like that, and I thought it looked great right here, rather than building like some guard post or whatever down the steps as you enter into this settlement. I like having the guard right there at the entrance. It really worked out great. And then a lot of help from the Place Anywhere mod to put it right there against the building. You saw my guard dog, that's from Better Stores. And the build limit, or build area, is just right outside that gate, so it was a little tricky to get that shelf right there with the turret on it. That's from Thematic and Practical also. So we'll head on in. That's from Gruffed Signs and Posters. Love those settlement signs. Then you get a better look at the inside of the guard post here. This one actually adds 6, and the guard stays right there. Then over, good look inside there. Over here, the chemistry station is from the Busy Settlers mod. It's actually a scavenging station, but the settler comes over, and it's the same animation as a chemistry station, but it's actually a scavenging station. So I built up a little area for it. And then in this corner, just some decorations. The doghouse is from Thematic and Practical. That's the doghouse for my guard dog. Where's he at? There he is. And when you build him through the Better Stores, you talk to the dog and you tell him to patrol. So that's what he does. He just walks around your settlement patrolling. And you got, water purifier over here. I added the little prefab there to give it a little like shelter for it. And then a mod that I'm using is interior apartments, which I absolutely love it. You can see the apartments down there, and then this area right here was opened up because of that. And then those two buildings, the one on the left and the right, are both open. One building has 4 floors, one building has 3. And it really helps to save space in this settlement, because you do have a small build area, and this mod really helps out in building bedrooms and bed space for your settlers, so you can have all different kinds of things. But then it opened up this one area here, and I really thought, I'd rather use it as a store instead of a bedroom. So I turned this into my gun store, with plenty of the guns on the walls and, ammo and things like that around for just a regular. And then another Busy Settlers, just to give something there to give it more flow, more a busier feel than just a plain old weapons bench, which I have a workshop I'll come to later. And this is my little makeshift clinic. Thematic and Practical added this too. That whole front part right there, the plywood at the bottom, and then the chain link net right there, that's actually the store. That's what you assign the settler to. So I just built up a little makeshift clinic here. A few of the hospital decorations, and then you better look at the inside of the store there. And it actually works has the same snapping physics as a wall. I really loved it. I really thought that came out really cool looking.
Not many doctors around.
And so I added, the little raised kind of bridge walkway, and then the cinder block stairs, and then of course the sign there from Gruffed Signs and Posters. And then you remember this little area here, it had a weapons workbench and stuff. I took all that out and made my clothing shop and my general trader shop out of this one little area in here. I just really thought it fit a whole lot better. You know, I'm really happy with the way that came out. And then the Place Anywhere mod let me put that junk fence piece right in there to give it an enclosed shop type feel to it in here. Then I didn't go too overboard with the decorating in there because it's kind of a smaller space. But I'm really happy with the way that one came out. Then, of course, you got the main workbench for the settlement right there, and I just kind of set up, kind of make it look like a workshop type area around it, tools and different things around. And then this is another one from the Busy Settlers. You can see him with using the animation for the soda machine, but that's actually a scavenging station. And moving on along, just decorations to fill in the space. We'll go inside the building here in a little bit. I want to show you that, but that one actually has 4 floors that goes up. Little sitting area there. That community board, that's from is that Better Stores or Grufford Signs and Posters? I don't know, but it's really cool, like a community billboard type of thing. And then back here at the back, I've got all of my farming, and I've used the planners. They were from the Unlocked Settlement Objects mod and everything. And the only problem though is they don't have the right kind of animation. They still use the ground animation, as you see there. He's kind of glitched into the table a little bit, but hey, it works. So, and then I was able to place a guard post there at the end of it to guard that entrance right there, and just decorations around for the farming and things like that. Added a spotlight there that kind of moves around at night. It's got a really cool lighting effect back here in this alley. And, you know, I wanted to leave it a little bit open because enemies spawn back in that area when the settlement gets attacked.
Another day of hard work.
And if you remember, I like this part. I used the Place Anywhere mod to let me sink an outhouse into that doorway that you can't do anything with. They need to go to the bathroom. There's my restaurant. Remember, this door is chained shut, and along with the interior apartments mod, it opens up this area up here. A problem I did run into though is the floor up here in this one little area isn't nav meshed, so everything was sinking through the floor. So I just put down a bunch of mats on the floor and then was able to build on top of that. So I built up a little, you know, makeshift Minuteman office up here, like a communications office for this settlement. You know, workstation with the ham radio, but that actually works as a regular radio. And then that's another door that goes into the other apartment, but that's chained shut, and I'll show you that in a little bit when we get over there. And then another guard post from the Thematic and Practical, because the build area stops just outside that brick wall, right out here. But it's opened up. If you stay on the sidewalk, you're actually still in the build area, and the build area actually comes all the way up over here into that area right there. So, and then the windows you can see into the building that's opened up on the inside. That kind of, you can look down into the other building there. So it adds a third entrance into Hangman's Alley. Really kind of opens the settlement up a lot. I'm really happy with the way this came out up here. I love having the 2 guards there to guard the entranceway, and then a guard at the other side to guard everything. That's a piece of that car right over there. That car actually blows up, and I figured with having my entrance right there, I might as well blow it up. And a piece of the car flew in here, and I can't get rid of it. So I just got to leave it there.
Lost track of how many.
We'll come back inside now and get a good look of how these interior apartment mod really saves space for you. And at the bottom floor of this building, which there's 3 floors in this one, I put my restaurant in here, added some vending machines with the NPC animation, and I'm really happy with the way the restaurant came out in here. I thought it really looked cool. You know, like a real kind of a downtown cafe type feel to this one in here. I love those booths. And then this is where that chain door was from the vestibule outside. And you can see I left it chained up because I wanted this area to be kind of a storage area for my restaurant. And I've added the fridge there from Better Stores that is refilling with Nuka-Cola and different flavors. And I really love those raised bar stools with the raised tables. I thought that really looked cool. And I added the dispenser with a few decorations around, you know, just to give it more of the restaurant cafe type feel to it. Then I've added the porta diner. I actually really love these things, and when you build them, they actually do work. And if you're lucky enough, you can get the preserved pie out of it. It will come out for you. You just have to have patience with it. Then I've added Better Stores has added the butcher counter, which actually adds 10 food to your settlement. So that helps out in saving space from needing it for farming. Then I've set up another refilling fridge and just the, you know, the cooking area for my bar there. And this building has 3 floors, but I blocked it off because, like the vestibule, these floors aren't nav meshed, as I've figured out. But I'll take you up here and show you the rooms, because there's actually a lot of room in this building. And I'm sure if you know, laid down some rugs, you know, you can use the Place Anywhere mod to lay the rugs down on the floor. You can build up here, but these rooms are actually really huge. And it really adds to the size of the settlement. But I don't need this much room, and with the floors being the way they are, that you can't really build in here, I haven't really used it. I did kind of set up a little patio area here on top because this is opened up from that mod, but the settlers really don't come up here, and I've got the stairway blocked off downstairs anyway, just to make sure my settlers don't get up here to you know, get caught in whatever they're doing. But still, it's really cool, you know, if you want to use it for your, you know, in your playthrough. I really do like that mod. You see there, I use the divider to block the stairs off.
I downloaded that.
And mainly, I just wanted the restaurant because the other building that's opened up has 4 floors, which allows me plenty of room for all of the beds that I need for this entire settlement. Right now, I've got 26 beds in that building that's right there that we're coming up to. And there's 4 floors to that. We'll go over and check this out. On the bottom floor, I've set up my workshop area, and I've got every workbench in this room, including the armor smith, which is another mod that I have, and that allows you to craft anything in the game. Every outfit, every gun, everything you can build out of this one. You see there, the armor smith, that's for the clothing. And then there's also a weapons one that's right here. And the mod comes with it already decorated like that. And then I've added the real workbenches and a power armor station, of course. And then just decorated up my little garage workshop here on the bottom floor. Then next we'll head upstairs. Now, I really only decorated the first 2 floors. You know, the bottom floor, the workshop, and then I decorated this first bedroom just to give you an idea of what the room can look like. These floors are nav meshed, so you can place anything on them. And, you know, I really wanted to, I didn't want to decorate all of the rooms because to save my build limit. I do have the no build limit mod, but there is a limit you can go to before your game starts crashing. And the thematic and practicals added stuff like that dressing stand there, and then these new chairs and the table just adds more different type of furniture that you can use, and I really like it. And of course I use the working bunk beds mod because that saves a lot of space. So on these 3 floors actually I have 26 beds. But this is the only bedroom part that I decorated just to give you guys a sense of how it could look. But to save my frame rate and my game from crashing, that's as far as I went as far as decorating. So up here on the 3rd floor, it's just the beds. But you see, you still got a ton of room. And then you can go up to the 4th floor, And you see it's got a little bit higher ceilings up here, and then plenty of room for beds. And I've even still got plenty of rooms to put more beds should I get more than 26 settlers in this settlement. Right now I'm at about 15. So it really opens up a lot in your settlements. I really love this mod. I highly recommend it. And in the description, I'm putting a link to a page where I have all of the mods that I use along with my load order. If you guys want to check that out. But I'm really happy with the way this settlement came out. The interior apartments mod really made this one fun, even more so than my build on the PS4, which I enjoyed that one. But that mod just, I mean, it opens up so much more room for you to build in, that you can utilize the actual alleyway in more ways than one. And I'm just really happy with the way it came out, especially my little makeshift clinic there. That sign is from Gruffed Signs and Posters, or Gruffed Signs of the Times. Opens up a whole bunch of new signs for you. And I'm just really happy with the way this came out. I love that, you know. Not really a place in here for a Brahmin, but I wanted to leave him right there so he's kind of out of the way. So this is my Hangman's Alley. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Got a lot more videos coming out. I think I might head back over to Far Harbor after this. Got any questions? Leave a comment. Happy to answer questions, read feedback, anything at all. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.